Hello, welcome back to Duelist. Today we're going to continue our road deck series with DoomZ. So I think DoomZ is quite a popular choice as well with the current AE meta. Even though it's upcoming for CR, we don't know how was the meta shift, but at least for this ban list, this deck was not a fact at all. And actually there are some players have been using this deck and have been topping like top 2, I believe. So actually we have done DoomZ before Blazing Dominion, and before that actually there are quite some cards missing. Okay, now post Blazing Dominion, at least DoomZ is more consistent, as in there are more route to go for the combo compared with last time. Okay, so now what we're seeing here is the common deck list that used in AE. So basically the main objective is still go with Draster to equip a spell card, so in next turn you can special summon Drastress. So basically this is your boss monster and give you one non-target equip opponent monster and negate effect also non-target equip, so it's very strong. So this should be always the key objective for your end board. And this trap card as well. So I think for current meta, this is the only deck that have capability to search for a card that prevent opponent search for that turn. Basically, it's similar to the Thunder Dragon. So yup, this card is very strong as well. But the most important part is the current deck. Now there are higher tolerance with hand trap because it have more route and more power patron card to support. So without further ado, we go for the one card combo. So in this one card combo, I will start with Terminus. So I think this is the one of the best starter searcher for DoomZ for Elf Node. So basically the card we want to search on hand is Vidolium. So basically what we're trying to send here should be Jupretor. So we add this card and we try to get itself to destroy, so it can be on the extra deck face up and it triggers the search effect. So in this case we will trigger for the special summon effect. For special summon our Jupretor from graveyard. So from here it can trigger the effect for searching on Power Patron DoomZ. So from here we want to make Jupretor go to the extractor face up also. In this case, that's where we require the Clockwork Link 1. So basically this Link 1 first purpose is to send this card to extractor face up. Another purpose is at the end of the combo you can special summon back another Jupretor, so you can get the rank 10. So now it trigger effect, we search for Raiders. So this is one of the key searcher in this deck as well. So basically for DoomZ combo, we always try to get to level 4 as soon as possible with few reasons. So in this case, this is what we're trying to do. Okay, so we special summon Ilara and chain 1 Power Patron to chain block for Ash, then chain 2 for Ilara. So basically we try to set Doom Change, and from there we search another level 4 which Amateur. So in this case we get to level 4 of course after the search, and this obviously we get for Draster. Okay, so from here the main thing we need to continue to get Omni-Negate is we go for Spring Gun Merrymakers, and from there we should really exceed Gigantic Champions. So this main thing is to allow us to search for Tyrion, and from there Tyrion can special summon, not only enable us with Omni-Negate, but also create an additional target for Draster. So basically we no need to cost our monster card, yet we can allow to special summon from here. Okay, so at this point once Drastic special summon, we will equip with DoomZ command Doom Duck first, because we want to have this chain is DoomZ change, chain 1, and then chain 2 destroy. Do not want to activate the special summon effect first. So the card we want to destroy is DoomZ change, because both effect is very good. So the best use case is always chain 1 DoomZ change, chain 2 the DoomZ drop effect, so it can get destroyed and it can let us add back a card, DoomZ card from graveyard to hand and special summon. So in this case, definitely we destroy DoomZ destruction. So change 1 DoomZ change 2 DoomZ destruction, target Drastea, so we can equip another Jupretto. Okay. So in this case, we add back our DoomZ destruction. So later we can set it. Okay, now only we go for XE. Okay, so the main purpose of this XE is to special summon Graflario. Very hard to pronounce. Okay, so from here we activate search for another equip spell. In this case, DoomZ command Drastea. Okay, no need to destroy any other card. So remember, we did keep this gigantic champion effect until the end if we require to use later. Okay, so in this case, activate equip. So basically in this case, we want to special summon our power patron DoomZ with this equip spell, and Graflario will trigger the effect special summon from deck. So basically this will bring up the last Jupretto out. Okay, so now we can use Power Patron DoomZ effect to target and special summon Jupiter. So in this case, we are able to have 3 equip spell, and of course we can special summon our Drastea back. No. Okay. So now with 3 equip spell, we can special summon again with Jupiter. Then it will trigger to activate quick spell. So now we special summon our Jupretto. No destroy card. Okay, so now is the time we trigger the gigantic champion, because we got detached material from XG monster. So basically we want to target Doom Duck to return to hand, so we can equip with Drastea later. So now finally the clockwork can target for Jupretto to special summon, and we can send Jupiter to grave. So from here, finally we get our second Omi Negate. And last but not least, equip with Drastea, very important because this is your key card, and set your trap. So basically that's the 1 card combo with 2 interruption from here, 1 interruption from the Raiders, 2 Omi Negate, and a prevent search. And of course, when detached material from XC, we have additional destroy or return to hand effect as well. Yup. So now I will show one of the game that play against with one of the meta deck, which is Elf Note. So in this case, I'm using DoomZ to go first, and you can see I have my empty hand, which most of the card have been negated, that I left with Area to set for Raiders. So with Raiders, basically we can do the full combo already if there are no more hand traps. But at this point I just want to show, even with empty hand and if there are more hand traps against us, we still can do a compromise spot that have few interruption. So this also one of the key changes for DoomZ post Blazing Dominion, because it have many routes to do its combo, and yep, it really depends on how you want to finish the end bot. So basically here we have Fualos, and obviously this let us to destroy the Jupreto, so we get an additional search, and the special summon monster we also get the additional search. So in this case we have used normal summon for Ilara, so basically two search here, and in this case since Fualos we won't continue, we will just search for Drastea and special summon to equip, and that will be the end bot. But anyhow, Regina now have a special summon. Obviously it can bring another additional body, so in this case searching for end bot DoomZ Distraction should be the best choice here, because later Drastea we can XC summon during opponent turn. Okay, so now it depends on how Regina want to continue. So obviously here the choice will be better to summon the red one, because I give you a search, also an interaction return to hand. So this actually is very crucial, as in if my Drastea target to destroy and the opponent know how it works and it return to hand, then I can't summon it. So in this case, to lower down the risk, it should destroy the card that Elf Node cannot return to hand, which is the DoomZ Raider, the continuous spell. Even though that decrease one of the interaction during opponent turn, but it's still better than we do not have Drastea on field. So at least now we have guaranteed 2 interaction, and later our trap card can lock for search as well. Okay, now Lucina have activate effect to return to hand. So either one, it doesn't matter at this point, because Fualos anyhow I won't continue, else I can go to Springan to search for Tyrion, but they will give a lot of draw, so anyhow I will stop here. Let's see what it returns. Okay, so it returned for Ilara. Yep, so the obvious choice here definitely will end, and now without Fualos or Maxi only, we choose to XC summon. So at this point Lucina can do for search. So best is we equip one of the monster first, and we can activate the trap card as soon as possible. Yep, so now it's locked for search while we have a negate, monster negate. Yep, since Lucina can't search, so it doesn't matter. So actually either one, but anyhow I get Regina. So this spell under DoomZ Distraction it still can send to grave, but it can't search to hand. So actually it's not really helpful to Elf Node player at this point. Yep. So with this lock, so actually there's quite some hand trap at the first place, and anyhow as long as we have Drastea and DoomZ Distraction, that's very challenging for the opponent already. So that's to showcase for going first, even after a few hand traps, he's still able to play with different route. So now let's see for going second. Alright, so now we'll show a game that I'm going as second. So actually there's few round of exchange resource with Elf Node. So now during my turn with Draste, and basically with Elf Node still have the Synchro Monster level 7, still got the trap card. Actually there's quite some interaction with them, but anyhow with few of these cards of DoomZ is enough to break through. So in this case, this few spell basically can bring out for another Jubretto. So in this case, after player have triggered the trap card. Yep, so basically this allow to negate the draw stress. And the level 7 basically will bring out another Elf Node that can return spell trap to hand. So obviously this is critical against the field spell. So at this point, this chain 1 obviously Elf Node will trigger the effect to return to hand. Yep, so now Fortuna change its effect, switch position. So this will return the field spell to hand, which basically the effect can't be resolved. Okay, so basically now Elf Node player have finished up all the interruption, and now it's the time for DoomZ to continue the combo. Okay, so basically this can straight away summon the new card post Beijing Dominion, Grafrario. So actually this really give a lot of more options to DoomZ to extend, because basically this can search for spell trap and from there it extend, and when this card is destroyed, it also can special summon from deck. And this effect after search also can destroy one card of opponent. Yep, so since Grafrario with the DoomZ drop, so basically it can destroy Doom Change. So basically this help to trigger both effect of DoomZ Change. So Ilara will be destroyed by DoomZ Chain effect. So they are chain 1, chain 2. Chain 2 set spell trap. Chain 1 add 1 from grave and special summon from hand. So basically adding another equip spell, so it will allow me to equip with Draste later, because all the equip spell have come out already. So chain 1, chain 2, Amade search for Draste, Grafrario able to special summon another level 4, so should be Ilara. So basically in this case, you can summon Spring Gun and go for Tyrion. So in this case, Elf Node opponent try to return to hand, but I think they miss out. I have a normal summon actually. So in this case, Miracle, then Giant Champion, Gigantic Champion, and from there we search for Tyrion. Tyrion give able to equip Power Patron DoomZ, and from there Draste have additional body to destroy to special summon. Yep, so basically now just carrying, and yep, should be OTK here. Okay, so basically this shows the capabilities of DoomZ post Beijing Dominion for go first and go second. So now let's go to the conclusion. Okay, so it's time to conclude for this deck. So basically, I think this is very potential even before Beijing Dominion, and after Beijing Dominion actually have a lot of extender, especially like Rafario and the additional equipped spell that really good at extending, like special summoning your monster, also that help to destroy your monster to trigger the effect. So I think, and this so far this is the only deck that can search for a card to lock for search. So I will give this deck the 4 out of 5 because it have many cards to do the combo, and the end board is very challenging as well because lock search and 2 non-target equip. So yep, this is still very broken. That's including negate as well. So yep, I hope that you like this rope deck series, and stay tuned for more rope deck series. Please like, subscribe and share. I can do this, signing off.